Hey, good morning. It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail chatter report. And so this morning we're going to start with the weather and water, and after we'll move on to trail closures or shelter campsite closures in the Smokies. And then after that, we have some news, and we're going to talk about snakes and how to identify them and what to do if you come across one, and yada, yada, yada. All right. There you go, my friend.
Thank you, Donald. All right, good morning, everybody. Right now in Blairsville, it is 70 degrees with some fog. We're looking at a high of 81 degrees today with a mixed clouds and sunshine with some scattered thunderstorms throughout the day. The winds will be 5 to 10 miles per hour, and there is a 40% chance of rain. And then tonight, 69 degrees, scattered thunderstorms during the evening with mostly cloudy skies after midnight. The winds will be light and variable with a 50% chance of rain. Then today up on Blood Mountain, we're looking at a high of 77, dropping to 73 degrees later on in the afternoon. There will be some patchy fog between 7 and 8 a.m., and then a slight chance of rain showers between 10 and 11 a.m. And then showers and thunderstorms are likely after that. It will be partly sunny, 5 to 10 mile per hour gusts with 5 to 10 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 20 and a 60% chance of rain. And then tonight, 68 degrees, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds, gusts up to 20, and a 60% chance of rain. Excuse me. Water is mostly good on the trail right now. Make sure as you're hiking, you top off at Hawk Mountain Shelter. That'll keep you good the 6.2 miles north to Justice Creek. The water source at Slaughter Creek might be drying up by now because it is a dry area during the summer months. I haven't had any update on that lately. Hogpen is dry, and make sure you top off when you have the chance. Snakes, be watchful for the snakes. They can hide in rocks and come across the trail, stumps, logs. Remember the copperhead nest at Cow Rock. Now I'm going to turn it over to Donald, and we're going to talk about some other things we have going on out here today. Donald, here you go.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me.
All right, good morning, guys. All right, so this morning we're going to start with
Yes.
the Smoky Mountains, and we're going to talk about some bear closures. No shelters are closed now, guys. Closed campsites 90, 23, and 96. We have bear warnings at Charlie's Bunyan, campsite warnings at 21, 86, 15, 64, and 65. All right, and so we had this moose that was blocking the trail a couple weeks back. Man, that moose has been causing quite a disturbance up there in New York, and so we do have an update now. So New York shuts down a hiking trail in the Adirondack Mountains due to moose engaging in unusual behaviors. Officials have conducted a visit to Goodman Mountain July 10th to assess the situation. It is suspected the moose may have an underlying illness that is influencing its behavior. It continues to remain on or near trail and is not responsive to attempts to move it off the trail. Officials have not elaborated its behavior on what the moose is doing, causing them to shut down the trail. Officials have stated, based on their observations as well as the terrain, they have put a temporary closure on the Goodman Mountain Trail in the Horseshoe Wild Lake Forest in the town of Tupper Lake, guys. So if you're heading up there to do some hiking, man, check out what's going on with the trail conditions and the moose. And maybe you're going to have to go somewhere else. Signs have been posted at trailheads and access points, and visitors are urged to seek alternative hiking areas. The trail will remain closed until until DEC determines it is safe to reopen. All right, and so today we're going to talk about snakes. And so they are out right now, and we posted a few videos of snakes this year, one being the copperhead nest up on Cow Rock, the other being a timber rattler that Mary ran into the other day, huh?
I've seen quite a few of them crossing the gravel
Oh,
roads.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you saw a little baby one down there at
The one you
USFS, right? Yeah.
posted, that, the recent one, that was up coming out of Albert Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one coming in up off of Doublehead Gap Road
Mm-hmm.
to Springer. And then there was another coming from Hightower Gap towards Springer. So I've seen a lot of snakes stretched out across the
So
road.
were
this
they
year.
big ones, dude? Were they all timbers?
No, they were significant size, yes.
That one up on Mooney looked like a big old, big
big.
forearm size snake right there, man. Maybe bigger. Those timbers, man. I mean, they get pretty big, anyways, man. That thing looked like it could eat a rabbit.
Well, the guy that I brought back to Rock Gap with his son, he was saying that the snake he saw was at least the circumference of his arm.
Yeah,
He
dude.
said it was a very
yeah.
big snake. So.
Dude, those timbers, and that was a timber too, right? Yeah, they get big, man. They get real big.
They sure do.
Anyways, all right, so this is what we're going to do when we see snakes, guys. It is the time of year for snakes, and they can be sunning on rocks or crossing the trail. The following is some information and safety if you do encounter a snake. So 1, when encountering a snake, back away slowly. Sudden moves could startle it. 2, give it space. Maintain a safe distance of 4 to 6 feet or even 10 to 15 feet so the snake feels safe enough to move away. 3, don't provoke it. Avoid poking or trying to move it with sticks or other objects, as this can provoke a defensive strike. We were hiking with this dude named 6040, man, years ago, and 6040 and I were walking behind Mary quite a ways almost, because he and I were just like talking and Mary was walking up front. Anyways, she rolled up on the snake, and it was a tiny timber rattler. It was about this big, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, angry little dude. Well, he wasn't so angry till 6040 started to mess with him.
Right.
And so 6040 wanted to get him singing, and so he could video him and stuff. So he started to poke at him with his hiking stick. Anyways, the snake moved off the trail and stuff, but it was pissed, man.
It sure was.
But don't do that, man. All right, so 4, wait it out or take a detour. 5, wear appropriate gear, long pants, boots, or snake gaiters. 6, stay on marked trails. 7, be aware of your surroundings, especially rocky or grassy areas. Avoid stepping over rocks and logs. When I sit down, man, I always tap the logs or the rocks. I look up underneath to see if there's anything there, man. I never sit down without doing that, man. Do I, dude?
No, you don't.
Never.
Good inspection just for an extra moment of safety.
And they'll squeeze up in the bark of trees too, man. So man, they'll be laying in the branches and stuff, dude. You gotta watch out for these little guys, man.
I remember the day that we saw that snake. It was so camouflaged on that rock. It was you almost couldn't
Which snake
detect
was
it.
that?
The one we saw at 6040. It was very
Oh,
camouflaged on that
yes,
rock.
yes. It was a tiny little one though,
It sure
too,
was.
man. Yeah, and their patterns are made to blend into the forest, man. Literally, dude, it's hard to spot them. I wouldn't have seen the snake if she didn't say anything. I walked past one down when I was carrying that. So we up by Fontana Dam, we rolled up. I think we stayed with these guys, and one of the dudes was just delirious, man. I think he was dehydrated. I'm not sure what was going on with him. But they roll down into camp, dude, and this is the last shelter before you roll down into Fontana Dam Marina. And so you climb out of there. Anyways, we stayed with them that night, man, hooked them up with like electrolytes and stuff, man. They left first and got up to the top of the mountain there, and then Mary and I rolled up behind. Well, we met up with him, and dude was laying on the ground. He was finished, and his buddy was kind of a dick, man. I thought he was. Maybe.
I don't know because it's been so long, but I really don't remember his actions. I only remember being worried.
So
about
this
that.
dude kept telling me, because I wanted to carry his bag. So what happened was we all started down the mountain, man. he was saying that he was not feeling right, man, and he wasn't gonna make it, and blah 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 blah. And his buddy's like, "You need to just go. You didn't need to go." Anyways, we start hiking down the mountain into the marina, and dude gets his pack on. He starts hiking down, but Mary and I were like between the two, man. And dude missed the trail completely and starts to goat trail it off trail, man. And he's stumbling around. So I carried his pack down to the bottom of the mountain, dude. I grabbed it, put it on, man, and dude stumbled his way down. And then we got to the marina, and there's a mile between the marina and Fontana Shelter. And so I continued to hike his pack because his car was parked up at the guest center. I continued to carry his pack down through, and you walk along the lake and stuff if no one's done it. You walk along the lake, and it's kind of an easy hike, man. And so, anyways, there was that snake that I crossed. I didn't even see it. Wasn't it like on the side or something, man? A little snake, dude. But not paying attention, I can't see anyways, man. I didn't have my glasses on. And so, but the thing is, man, is always pay attention to what's going on the ground and around you, man, because you can walk right past these little critters, man. They blend right into the leaves and all the everything that's on the ground in the forest, man, the forest floor. All right, and so stay on marked trails, be aware of your surroundings, especially. Okay, so number 8, avoid hiking at night. I mean, a lot of people do it. Do whatever, man, but be careful, man, down south here. 9, know the types of snakes in the area you will be in. So, get online, check it out, see what they look like. Learn the difference between a look-alike and the venomous snakes.
That's right.
Because there's a lot of look-alikes too, man. All right. 10, don't try to handle or move the snakes even if dead. So they are, their venom, even when they're dead, man, if their fangs nick your skin, you can still, the toxins still can harm you, man. So be very careful. 11, carry a trekking pole to tap ahead of you to alert them to your presence. So, make a lot of noise out there, on the ground anyways, man. So if you want to keep snakes away. 12, consider a snake bite kit. Always practice caution to avoid encounters and possible bites. So from what I've read, and do not take this, this isn't for people to use as good information, but this is what I've read. So sucking the toxins out of the venom out does not work. Those snake bite kits that suck.
That is a no-no.
Yeah.
Do not try to suck that venom out.
Do not make a tourniquet either. What you want to do, man, is get an SOS out, sit down and be super calm. You don't want your heart rate to go up. You want to stay calm, man, and if you can, identify the snake. If you can't, that's good too, man. I've also read that, they don't actually need you to identify the snake. A lot of people that get bit around the houses and stuff, they'll always say, bring the snake in. And the best thing to do, man, is if you can't catch it, don't try to catch it.
Maybe get a picture of it,
Get the best identification that you can of the snake, and that way, you have the anti-venom to make it happen. I guess that shit costs a lot of money, dude, the anti-venom. Lots of cash. Remember that dude on the Florida Trail that picked us up on the dirt road?
I sure do.
So we're walking down 3 lakes or something. I don't remember where we were, but we're walking along this dirt road, man, on the Florida Trail, and this big old truck, man, like jacked up and big mud tires and shit, man. Well, this guy rolls the window down. He's like, you guys want to ride, man? Where you guys going? And we told them what we were doing. And this is when the Florida Trail actually wasn't that popular. This was way back a long time ago. Anyways, because we got pulled over by everyone. Everyone's like, what are you guys doing out here? Sheriff, it's like, we're walking the Florida Trail. Anyways, so this dude was out there, man, and we get in the vehicle, dude, and, he wants to smoke weed and shit. He's just out there driving around with his old lady, man. Anyways, dude, he sees this little snake on the road, and he was talking about if, he caught snakes, or you can catch snakes, and sell them to these places that make anti-venom. And so that was a little pygmy rattler.
There's a lot of pygmies out there.
Yeah, there were, dude. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff in Florida, man. That
Yes,
place is
definitely.
wild, man. Even in the cities, dude, there's like shit everywhere, dude. You know what I mean, man? You just can't escape the wild of Florida, man. That's like living in, like it's the tropics, man. Lizards and snakes and gators and everything everywhere, dude. It's bad. I don't like it down there, really, man. Spiders with legs all together like this, and the power lines and shit, and out in the woods, dude, just webbing up, man, those big old banana spiders.
That's right.
Anyways, yeah, so anti-venom, I believe, costs a lot of money, so, and we've seen a couple corals too, man. I've seen 2 coral snakes down in Florida, one in the jungle and
One going up the sidewalk in front of a middle school.
yeah, no joke, man. It was
right.
too. Yeah, just crawling up the side of the road. All right, and so if you are bitten, 1, move away from the snake to prevent further bites. 2, remove tight clothing or jewelry as the swelling can occur quickly. 3, immobilize the bitten limb, splint limb to minimize movement. 4, seek medical attention immediately, guys.
Right.
All right, and so that's what we have going on for the snakes. All right, and so Mount Washington missing person was found deceased, the 79-year-old man in New Hampshire. On Mount Washington, search teams have located the body of 79-year-old man from Florida who went missing from the top of Mount Washington on Wednesday after taking the train to the summit. His body was found Friday morning, 400 feet off Lion Head Trail and Tuckerman Ravine Trail. Although it is too soon to determine exact cause of death, it was clear at the scene that David suffered a significant fall from a steep, rocky slope. Officials said there is no indication how Davis ended up at that location. He was not a hiker, had no map. Every indication is he wandered off the summit without telling anyone where he was going, New Hampshire Fish and Game said. An autopsy will determine the cause of death. So, that's a tragic story.
It is.
I'm thinking the guy probably had some signs of dementia.
Maybe if he just wandered off like that without telling anybody, that's a possibility.
It's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate, very sad.
Yeah. I want to read this one here, and so excuse me, give me one moment. Give me one moment. I lost the article. All right. Well, we're gonna skip on this today because I don't know what I did with the article. All right. All right, so I guess that's about it for today, guys. Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
No, I'm good. I'm just getting ready to head off to Hog Pen Gap. Gonna pick up a rider and get
Get
them
'em-
over to Neil so they can do a day hike back to their car. And we got some other business we're taking care of today, so we're
Yeah.
doing our thing.
Then Jordan will be up at the Gap.
That's right.
And so, let's call it a day. If anyone needs anything else, man, give us a jingle. We're here for you guys. One love. Peace.